If you're posting on Instagram but barely getting any engagement from it, struggling to find the right audience, or worse, getting zero leads from it, you're not alone. Most real estate agents treat Instagram like a digital business card instead of treating it like a marketing and lead generating tool. The reality is, Instagram in 2025 isn't just about posting pretty pictures or chasing trends. It's about having a clear profile identity, creating the right type of content, being social on social media. Yes, you have to engage and be social, and making sure that your content gets in front of the right audience. In this video, I'm breaking down exactly how to grow, get leads, and make Instagram a powerful lead generation tool for your business this year. Starting things off with your profile identity. This is actually one of the most crucial things that sets the tone on Instagram with what people are seeing. So think about this. You go to somebody's page, right? Let's say that you go to, for instance, a home cooking page, okay? You go there because it was something that you saw a meal that looked great, or you saw a reel of somebody making a meal and they were explaining how to make that meal. And you go to the page and then you see that that is their entire profile identity. They are giving away recipes and going viral by showing how to make these recipes in quick reels, or having post with ingredients, post carousels with videos and ingredients explaining these recipes and how to make these dishes. You see it from the profile picture, whatever the brand name is, home cooking with whoever, right? The stuff that they have, available recipes for sale, or Amazon list for sale, whatever they have in their profile bio. But everything is strict to this home cooking channel identity. Now, what the heck does home cooking have to do with what you're talking about today for real estate? Well, I'm telling you that because here's what happens. Realtors get in this mindset, and please stick around to the end. You're going to want to hear this last trick that I'm going to tell you. It's actually a little bit of secret sauce from our Instagram course, which I highly recommend you go take if you want to really blow up on Instagram and turn it into that powerful lead generation tool for your business. But going back to the home cooking thing. So here's what a lot of agents do. A lot of real estate agents will be scattered and all over the place with their profile, almost essentially doing anything to go viral because they think that viral equals more money and more business. Well, I can tell you firsthand from both Instagram and YouTube, vanity metrics do not always match up with sales. So, and I can tell you this from data, back-end data, and stuff I see everywhere else, okay? Vanity metrics don't always equal sales. Now, realtors are posting reels, dubbed music, making fun of clients. I have no idea why any agent ever does that. If another person that could be a potential leader client sees that, you think they want to be your next viral reel of you dubbing sound and making fun of them? Absolutely not. But realtors get all over the place because they're just chasing virality. They don't have a consistent channel identity, unless they're that agent that posts all their just listed, under or in escrow post, right? Just sold post, those pat on the back post, which I'm going to talk about a little bit later as well. That is their channel identity. Is that even attractive? No, absolutely not. And we do not teach that way. Now, you yourself might be attractive, but case by case basis, right? But the whole idea is, what is your channel identity? And what we have perfected is being what we call the local resource. And I'm imagining you've seen pages in your city or market that are dedicated to being sort of a local media or news media outlet, and that's their channel identity. And you know that they have hundreds of thousands of followers because it's solely based around that city. That's essentially what our method, there's more to it than that, obviously, but that's what we're saying is you've got to have a channel identity if it's going to be a home tours profile on Instagram where you're constantly posting photos of homes or reels of home features or home tours. That is that channel identity. If you're going to have an Instagram profile that is strictly about being the local resource and what's happening in my city, breaking news, all this other stuff constantly, that is your channel identity. If you want to be this agent that uses it as your digital business card, which I don't recommend, and you want to pat yourself on the back constantly with that photo that you took 15 years ago in front of a home that you just listed, by all means, that's not going to work. I can tell you that firsthand. Basically, you're just showing all the other agents in the industry who may come across your profile how much business you may or may not do. Okay, doesn't work. So again, that channel identity is going to be key. All right, in attracting, well, for one, the type of content that we're making, and then attracting the right audience. My next topic of conversation, which I kind of already started alluding to from the first one of profile identity, is what type of content are you posting? This is what matters because the two tie together, and the other ones that I'm going to talk about in this video all are what are going to create a lead generating Instagram profile. So what type of content are you posting? Like I mentioned earlier, is it all over the place? Are you listening to 7 different coaches telling you how to go viral because that's all you're concerned with is going viral? Or are you consistent with your method because you took our course? Just kidding. Not kidding, really. It's down there in the description if you really want to check it out and see how we have grown profiles and how we have gone viral, but more importantly, how we've generated leads and getting business, right? That's the main goal of all this. So if your purpose is to go viral, do whatever you got to do. Our purpose for making any video is to get leads. So what type of content are we posting? As I mentioned earlier, okay, if you have an Instagram profile that is solely based on homes, just homes, okay, and like I mentioned earlier, that could be post carousels with pictures and information of a home, and then in the description, you're giving more information, credibility to the listing agent or the builder or whatever that is, yourself, who knows, okay, that is a consistent profile. That's the profile identity and consistent type of content. Now, if that is the profile identity and the consistent type of content, then the type of audience that you're going to draw in is probably going to be the right audience, which is also key, which we're going to talk about. But if you go on that same profile and you put your face in a video and you start dancing to music because you're trying to chase this virality, is that consistent with the type of content that you were originally posting with all the homes? Oh man, my homes never go viral, or a lot of people don't see them. I do get leads here and there. Let me try to go viral with me doing some new trending dance move. Is that going to be the thing that really gets you the breakthrough that you're looking for to generate more leads or potentially go viral? No, it's not. You're throwing off the algorithm, you're throwing off your current audience, and it's not consistent. On the other side of it, which we teach the local resource method of being the local resource for your city, which you can go ahead and check out again on our website, agentmarketers.com. But we teach being that local resource. That essentially means all types of content that we post are based solely around our city. We want to be that media outlet that people come to for information about the city, breaking news about the city, upcoming events about the city, real estate about the city. Everything is about the city. We want to be that go-to local resource, source of information. And now let's say that, okay, that's the profile identity. We're consistent with the type of content that we post, but then we throw in something random, very, very random about another city in the state, or something about something completely different in the news or politics that has nothing to do with the city itself. That is not consistent type of content, which is going to be inconsistent with what the audience is expecting. And therefore that post is not going to work. All right. So that's what I'm saying. The type of content has to match what you're saying your channel or profile identity is. Now let's talk about quickly attracting the right audience. I see this all too often and I just laugh. I laugh when coaches do these. They have these Facebook groups with thousands of agents in there and they're like,
everybody drop their Instagram profile. Let's do a follow for follow train or something.
That is utterly stupid. That is ridiculous. Why in the world do I want agents to subscribe to my YouTube channel or follow me on Instagram if my purpose is not just solely referral based? Why would I want that? I don't want that. My purpose of making videos, all right, whether that's Instagram or YouTube, but we're talking about Instagram today. My purpose of making any of that content is to generate a lead from somebody who wants to buy or sell a house in my local market. Not from another agent to congratulate me or to follow me. I don't want that. You have to first identify who is my ideal audience, and I just gave you the answer. It's people locally. I want all that attention locally. Okay. And then obviously out of state too for relocation and stuff like that. But that is the right audience. Other real estate agents is not your audience unless you're on a channel or doing something like I'm doing right here with agent marketers. I am making content for you real estate agents. So yes, I want real estate agents to follow this content on YouTube and Instagram. All right. But as far as the purpose of my videos and the purpose of my profile is to generate leads of buyers and sellers. Do I want agents to follow me? No. Now, is it going to happen naturally? Yes, because agents are going to see some sort of what they consider success with vanity metrics, and then they're going to follow, whether that's because they like the content or they are trying to learn from your content so that they can replicate it themselves. That's a different story. We can't control that necessarily unless you want to go block all real estate agents, which I wouldn't do, because there's other things that you got to know about tapping into other audiences. But again, that right audience is not another real estate agent. Do not do any of those follow for follow trains because you're starving for another follower on Instagram. What is 1 or 2 more followers going to do for you? It's going to bring you business? Probably not. Don't starve for it and don't do it. This may be the most important, most crucial part of Instagram, especially if you still have a infant profile. That profile is still in its infancy. You're still trying to grow this thing. You haven't had a video or a post necessarily do the amazing thing of bringing a lot of eyeballs and attention to your profile. So this is going to be one of those really, really crucial things. Now, I didn't necessarily come up with this strategy, but this is how we go about it and what we are trying to do with growing to have the channel identity, making the right type of content, getting the right audience, and then getting leads. This is that last piece of the puzzle, and it's being social on social media. A lot of y'all might hear some influencers. I know Joe Rogan says this a ton, which I don't know if he does necessarily anymore, but he says, I post and ghost. I get off of there because there's so much negativity. Now, while there may be negativity, there's also good conversations happening. Now, the reason it is called social media is for people to interact worldwide with each other and engage in conversation about a picture, a video, whatever that is. So you have to be social on social media. Now, I'm going to give you a little inside scoop of something that we teach in our course and our coaching as far as Instagram goes. This isn't necessarily for YouTube. This is more just Instagram. And I call it infiltrating an audience. Okay. Now, before I get into this infiltration of an audience, okay, you got to go back to Gary Vaynerchuk, right? Gary V talking about the $1.80 strategy. I heard this and I was like, man, I don't have the dang time to be sitting there commenting and liking 180 different posts. I got stuff to do. Like, there's no way I have time for this. If you've heard that, go ahead and like this video and drop it in the comments, your thoughts on that too, and if you agree with me. Now, here is a very similar strategy, but different. And what we have figured out with what we call infiltrating an audience. Being social on social media is being social with the right type of content and when that content comes out. Okay. So what happens? Let's say that it is a local business, okay, that has a nice following, okay, and a lot of people engaging with their post, okay. I'll give you an example. For me out in Las Vegas, okay, there is a burrito. It's a big, massive burrito. Okay, from Sayulitas. Okay, it's a Mexican food restaurant. They make these massive burritos. They taste amazing. I've been there. They taste amazing. And what I do to infiltrate their audience is, I have notifications up for when they turn on or when they post. Okay, so I get notified when they post, and I want to be the first to like it, and I want to be the first to leave a valuable or engaging, funny comment. Okay. And then, so what happened was I said, or they posted a video of somebody making this massive burrito and it said, who are you sharing this with? And I commented, I said, absolutely no one. And I might fall to my deathbed for it, but this is all for me. And then I said, sorry, folks. And then so what happened was I had people replying to my comment with laughing emojis, liking my comment, all those things. And what that does is it puts my profile and my profile identity at the top of that video as being one of the most engaged with comments on that post. I am infiltrating that audience. Now I've got people engaging with my profile on another business's profile. That's still good, because what happens in the algorithm is now that I have gotten people to engage with me on somebody else's post, okay, now I am tapped into their algorithm. Okay, as the spider web spreads, because they engaged with me, now whenever they're scrolling through Instagram may throw a post or a reel of mine at them because they engaged with me. They may have not have followed me right off of that. They may have come and checked out my profile and seen what else I got, right? What's going on with what I'm showing. But Instagram is going to throw some more of my stuff because they engaged with me. So it doesn't always necessarily have to be engagement on my profile. It can be engagement elsewhere because I infiltrate that audience. There's a little secret sauce for you right there. I've laid the foundation for you of a lot of the things that I know you're already looking at your Instagram and going, man, mine's all over the place. I see what he's saying now. This all makes sense. Like, yeah, I know it does, because we have figured this thing out. And that's why I've talked to you guys multiple times about our course that is available down in the description below. You can check it out. 0 to 10K Instagram rapid growth, where we teach you more in-depth strategies, analysis, all these things. I talked to you about infiltrating the audience, giving you that secret sauce right there. I hope you go and apply it, even just from hearing it in this video and seeing the effects of it. So definitely check out that course, where we have boot camps as well. If you want to jump into our next boot camp, comment boot camp down in the comments below, and we will definitely notify you when our next boot camp is coming up for Instagram, if you would like to turn Instagram into that powerful lead generation tool in your business in 2025. Now, guys, we have podcasts, we have tons of other videos on this channel teaching you real estate marketing in the digital space, mainly YouTube and Instagram, but lots of other things coming to this channel. Great conversations coming. All those videos are going to start popping up for you on your screen. Actually, it's going to be more like this in the middle. You can go check any of those videos out right now.